Hi, welcome to post-GATE counseling session for GATE 2019 qualified students. To introduce myself, I am Dr. A.K. I am alumnus of IIT Madras. I have more than 25 years of experience in teaching for GATE as well as engineering students, and also in counseling the GATE qualified students in choosing the right career after the GATE examination. Based on my own experience and the feedback given by my previous students, I have prepared some slides. Now I am going to share with you all. Hope the content what you find in these slides will help you a lot in choosing your next step after the GATE score. Right? Now, let us see one by one. Let us see the various opportunities available through the GATE. If you have a good GATE score, you can try a good job in public sector units, or else you can join post graduation like M.Tech or MS in IITs, NITs or universities. Otherwise, you can also take up some research career in the form of something like a Ph.D, or else you can join any CSR laboratory, BARC, DRDO, like this. So, depending upon your personal choice, your future goals, right, your ambition, what you want to be in your life, you are the best person to choose one among these three broad alternatives. Right. Let me discuss the pros and cons about each of these that will help you in taking a further decision from your end. So, now the question is, if you have got a good GATE score, so what should I do? Should I join a PSU job or M.Tech in IIT? So, this is the question that lingers in most of the students who have got a good rank in the GATE exam. Here, I would like to analyze this particular issue in detail so that it will help you in taking a further decision from your side. Like, let us see this PSU job versus M.Tech in IITs. Suppose if you talk in terms of the PSUs, let us see some advantages of joining the PSUs. See, if you join a PSU, you get an opportunity to work in your core sector area. There are some people who want to work in their particular core sector only. Suppose if you happen to be mechanical or a civil or electronics or electrical, there are some people they would like to work in their particular core sector. So, this joining PSU is one of the opportunity for you to work in the core sector. Next, it gives you most of the PSUs, they give the best work environment. In fact, there are certain wonderful PSUs in India like Maharatna, Navaratna, Miniratna, like this. If you can get good job in this Maharatna, Navaratna, you get excellent working conditions. You will really enjoy that one. And also, you can put your technical knowledge, what you have learnt over this B.Tech 4 years, etc., to your practical, right, work nature. You can use your technical knowledge there. Of course, that may not be possible in some of the jobs, but there are many areas where you can apply your technical knowledge. And moreover, this is a very secure job, right. You become financially independent, that is the main point, right. In most of the PSUs, the salary package is something about 12 lakhs, 13, even if you have heard up to 15 lakhs per annum also. So, financially become independent, you do not have to depend on your parents. In fact, you can support your parents like anything. In fact, I forgot to tell one more point. There are some PSUs where you can get excellent what you call job nature. You may find some ample time also. During that ample time, you can use that ample time what you call to prepare for further engineering services, otherwise civil services, like that. That time you can use if you join PSU. That is what I want to say. Some of the advantage of joining what you call the PSUs, right. Next, in a similar manner, let us see what are the advantages of doing M.Tech in IITs or NITs. There are some people who do not want to take up the job immediately after the graduation. They want to go for further studies. So, therefore, the best alternative is go for M.Tech in IIT or NIT or some university depending upon your rank. You get excellent competitive environment there, you can go for further studies, right. You can work further in your core area of interest. See, in every branch of engineering, Again there are some special more core areas. So, if at all you have further interest of such kind, you can get an advantage if you join M.Tech of some specialization of your choice. And then see, in some of these IITs, IISc Bangalore, you see some of the NITs also, after this 2 years of M.Tech, you get excellent campus placements also. I said earlier that if you join PSU, you can get as high as 15 lakhs per annum. That is the highest package what you see generally. But at the same time, if you see some of the M.Tech campus placements in some IITs, etc., there are excellent campus placements. The package may range 30, 40, 50 lakhs per annum also. So, you may get one more opportunity to get what you call a good placement after the M.Tech in your core specialization. And moreover, you can enjoy that high profile campus life like IIT or NIT, where you can come across a good interaction with your world renowned professors, etc. Right? There is a different kind of life altogether. And one more thing is, you can go abroad easily to pursue Ph.D. if you have M.Tech from IIT, NIT or IIIT like this. See, there may be some people who want to go abroad, right, for pursuing the Ph.D. etc. So, for them, joining the IIT or NIT is the best thing. If you join ordinary college and if you try for Ph.D. in abroad, it may not be possible to get direct Ph.D. admission in abroad if you have M.Tech in ordinary university. On the other hand, if you have M.Tech from IIT, IISc and some top NITs, it is very easy to get admission in direct Ph.D. abroad. There is another advantage if you do M.Tech in these top notch universities. And moreover, if you join M.Tech in any college, let it be IIT, NIT or any college, you get monthly stipend of rupees 12,400 rupees. You can bear your mess expenditure, your books, you do not have to depend on your parents, right. That is another advantage you can take into account this point, right. Let us see the PSUs. So, there are nearly 20 to 25 PSUs recruiting through GATE. Gone are the days, see, in our time, GATE was seen was only a entrance exam for pursuing M.Tech, but nowadays GATE has become a gateway for many career opportunities. Many PSUs are recruiting the candidates through GATE exam only, right. See, out of these PSUs, I said earlier, we have Maharatna, Navaratna and then Mini Ratnas, etc. The selection process is generally, they will shortlist through the what you call GATE marks, otherwise a score, otherwise a rank. Different PSUs follow different criteria in this regard. Sometimes, NTPC, for example, it may conduct one online test also, right. So, by screening through the GATE score, they will call for the group discussion, otherwise a group task and also personal interview. So, based on your performance in the based on your GATE percentage of based on your GATE score, your performance in the group discussion and your performance in the personal interview, finally you will be given some ranking, and based on the ranking you will be given the job in the respective PSU. That is how the PSUs observe the candidates based on the GATE score. GATE score is given only around 70 to 80% weightage only. The remaining 15 to 20% weightage is given for the group discussions, personal interview, right. Now, generally if you get a rank up to 500 or so in open category, you will get a good PSU. Suppose your rank is up to 1000 or so, still you may stand some chance to get some PSU up to 1000 rank in open category. Suppose you have some reservation, in such case even a rank up to 5000 also can fetch you some PSU job. That is what something about the PSU. There are some of the popular PSUs. There are so many PSUs, because of time constraints I am unable to show you all those PSUs here. See, this is the PSU cutoffs. This information we have obtained through RTA Act, this NTPC, ECL. Here we have we are showing you in different branches of engineering, in different categories, general, OBC, SC, ST and then physically disabled candidates category, the previous cutoffs. So, if you see these previous cutoffs, you get some idea the chances of getting into this PSU is based on your score. So, similarly you can see the some cutoffs in the PGCL, the BARC, right. You know, BARC takes the candidates based on the GATE score, and also BARC again conducts its own written test also. There are two ways how you can enter the BARC organization, one of the popular research organization. See, this is again cutoffs in the ONGC. You can see NBCC, right, THDC, like that. So many cutoffs are there, and this is also another slide where you can see the different PSUs. Especially you can see the Power Grid Corporation showing a 15 lakhs per annum package, excellent salary package there, right. This is what something about the PSUs. Now, let us discuss something about this M.Techs, right. So, when you go for M.Tech, we have two main problems. The first one is which institution should you choose, like which IIT you have to choose, and then which specialization you have to choose. Most of students have a dilemma in this again, in case if you want to go for M.Tech. So, here obviously if you have got a very good GATE rank, undoubtedly whatever institution you want, whatever specialization you want, you can get. But even then you should know as a student which is best one, right, which is second best one, which has got good opportunities. You need to have some information about this one. That is why I would like to show you some institutions according to the rank. If you see in India, some of the top notch institutes as per the some ranking I am trying to list out here. It is not official ranking as such, but we know most of the engineering background candidates, they know that in India IISc Bangalore is one of the best institution, right. After IISc, then you can think of the IITs, then you can think of the NITs, then IIITs, and you have some prestigious universities as well as some private colleges. So, you can think of in this order, preference of order, IISc, then IIT, NIT, IIIT, university, like this, right. Right. Similarly, if you see the specialization, while choosing the specialization, you have to take some points into account. One is, what is the job potential in a particular specialization, right. Do you require a core sector, or if you have any interest to switch over even into the what you call the software side also, that another point you have to think there. And also you should have some interest in the particular field, some interest, right. And what are your future plans? So, based on these three aspects, you have to choose the specialization. You can't choose just like that. While choose a specialization, these 3 points you must consider. Accordingly, you should go for the M.Tech specialization. Now, let us see how these admissions are taken place in this what you call IITs or NITs. In all the institutions, the M.Tech admission is generally given based on the GATE score. It is not GATE rank. Please kindly note this point. The admission is based on the GATE score. You must also be knowing the GATE score is valid for 3 years. Whichever the best score that you have, through that you can apply. But here one thing I have to highlight. Not all IITs are going to give the admission in M.Tech based on the GATE score. Some IITs give the admissions based on the GATE score only, whereas some IITs give the admissions based on the GATE score plus written test plus interview, and some IITs only based on the GATE score and then personal interview only. So, the criteria varies from IIT to IIT and also from year to year, and also in a particular institution it may vary even from branch to branch also. See, for example, you see IISc Bangalore, there are some specializations where the admission is simply based on your GATE score, that is it. There are some specializations where the admission is based on the GATE score plus some personal interview. So, the candidate is advised to go through the website of the respective institution, and he has to see depending upon his interest, that is called the exact criteria for that, right. And one more thing, while applying this IITs, one point I should tell you here, there is no centralized admission procedure for these IITs. We have so many IITs in India. If you want to apply, you have to apply to these IITs individually. Unlike in your engineering, if you put one application, that is sufficient, but it is not so. You have to apply separately for each and every IIT in case if you want to try. So, separate application for each college, separate application for each IIT, right. And at the same time, whoever is applying for the IITs, you have to also see there is one COAP, it is called Common Offer Acceptance Portal. In this COAP also you have to register your details there. The final the final selection, which IIT you have got the admission, which specialization you have got the admission, that confirmation you have to give in this COAP portal only. Remember, the COAP is not the admission portal. It is not a application portal. It shows you the final the admission where you have got. So, you have to register in this COAP also. If you go to any website of IIT, you can come to know all the details. You can see even COAP website also. It gives crystal clear all the details what to do there. When you come to this NITs, in the case of NITs, there is one advantage here. There is one centralized counseling for most of the NITs, almost 30 NITs. They formed a consortium. They fill up these M.Tech admissions based on this CCMT process, right, the centralized counseling process. That is the advantage for this NIT. Single application, online application sufficient to apply for almost 30 NITs. That is the advantage there, right. In the case of some universities, different states have different centralized counseling process for this M.Techs, right. So, this is how the system goes. You have to check each and every college with a lot of patience. Now, if you see this cutoff ranks in some of the IITs, we have got some approximations. So, this we have prepared based on the feedback given by our previous students, right, previous students. Do not take this is a final binding, it is only tentative based on the previous data we have prepared approximately this rank. This gives a fair idea for you where do you stand your chance there. If you see the rank up to 175, you can try this IISc Bangalore, right. Similarly, up to a rank of 300, good specialization in the top IITs. You have that old IITs like Delhi, Kanpur, Bombay, Madras, Kharagpur, old top notch IITs, those top IITs I am talking about up to 300 rank. If you have 300 to 1000 rank, other specialization get in the top IITs and good specialization in the new IITs. So, 1000 to 2500 rank also you can get some admission in the new IITs. We have seen even a rank of 2500 also getting some admission in some IITs, not such a popular specialization, some specialization. So, this is regarding the OC, whereas we have some reservation for this OBC category, SC, ST and physically handicapped, right. In the case of those cases, even if you have a rank up to 10,000 also, you have fair chance of getting admission in this IITs as well as NITs. Then let me show you some NITs cutoffs, etc. If you have a rank, I am talking about rank please, it gives a fair idea, but actual admission is based on the GATE score. If you have a good rank, automatically you have good score, right. Your rank is proportional to score obviously. So, this rank gives a fair idea, that is why I am talking about in terms of the rank. If you have a rank up to 1500, you can get a very good specialist in the top NITs. We have some top NITs, we have some NIF ranking also for this. 1500 to 2500 rank if you have other specialization in the top NITs and good specialization in the remaining NITs. Similarly, you can see 2500 to 3500 also you can get some specialization in the remaining NITs. Of course, we have this some reservation for OBC, ST, ST and all this. In such case, even you have a rank up to 10,000 also, you may get some admission, some IIT, some NIT. Only thing is you need to apply for more number of colleges. Then you have to try and see where you get what you call the admission of your choice. You have to be liberal while applying these colleges. Then, so this is also another tentative our proposal only, it is not any official or final, our proposal. We have categorized some group A top notch institutes in India, IISc Bangalore, followed by IIT Bombay, Delhi, Kanpur, Madras, Kharagpur, Roorkee, BHU Varanasi, Guwahati. So, this shows the list of the what you call the top notch institutions in India. You can see here, right, list of this is what you call group A. In case you have a best rank, you can try in this group A categories of institutions, if at all you want to go for M.Tech. Similarly, if you see the group B, you have in the group B the IIT Hyderabad, NIT Warangal, NIT Trichy, right. In fact, if you see this one, some of the old NITs, they are well ahead of some of the new IITs. Some of the old NITs, National Institute of Technologies, they are ahead of some of the new IITs, right. So, this gives you some idea about, right, regarding the stand of the institution. It is only tentative based on certain what you call parameters we have made this one, depending upon the placements, depending upon the specializations, research field available. We have made this step of some categorization. It will help the students in choosing the best institution among different alternatives. The group B list still continues. See Roorkela, NIT Roorkela, then IIT Bhubaneswar comes, IIT Gandhinagar, Jodhpur, Indore, Ropar, and IIT Mandi, like this, right. That is what the list of some of the top notch institutions, right. When you talk about the research, there are some people who want to take up their career in the research sector. For those, you can try this as CSR, Council for Scientific Industrial Research, right. If you have GATE, otherwise the JRF, etc., you get excellent monthly stipend, right. You can get a M.Tech plus what you call the Ph.D. integrated course in this one. It is one of the advantage. You can continue in some CSR laboratory, or you can try even DRDO also through GATE or through GRF, Junior Research Fellowship. You get excellent monthly stipend that leads to M.Tech program also there. You can go for research there. So, that is what another advantage for some research aspirants. Similarly, you can try BARC also, Baba Atomic Research Center, one of the popular one. In fact, most of the toppers in the GATE exam, they aspire to join BARC. In this BARC, there are two categories actually. One is OCES, Orientation Course for Engineering Graduates and Science Postgraduates. Other one is DGFS, DIE Graduate Fellowship Scheme. This OCS is only 1 year program, that is in-house BARC program. Whereas this DGFS, it is something nothing but M.Tech only, right. You can get the, is a 2 years course, you will be sponsored to some IIT or NIT to pursue the M.Tech, right. That is what you call DGFS. Most of the aspirants, they prefer DGFS. DGFS is the best one. Those who can't get DGFS, then only those people go for OCS, right. So, after training will be observed in one of the what you call BARC centers as scientific officer. This is what about the BARC. It has got some separate selection process, a rigorous interview, right. In fact, we are trying to provide some separate program, how to prepare for BARC interview, how to prepare for PSU interviews, how to prepare for the group discussions. So, for that we have designed one more module that we cover in another what you call a PPT presentation, in another PPT. Now, one more, let me tell about this famous institute. This is nothing but a National Institute of Industrial Engineering. It is called popularly NITs. It is in Mumbai, only one. It also provides some PG programs, but unlike IITs, it does not provide this M.Tech. It provides what you call something management courses, so that is something equal to MBA. We all know that what you call IIMs. Management means, business schools means the first priority goes to the IIMs only. So, NIT is nothing but one of such an institution. It is on par with what you call IIMs. It is better than some of the new IIMs. That is what I can say here. It provides a postgraduate diploma in industrial engineering, postgraduate diploma in material management, postgraduate diploma in project management. That is what the 3 programs it has got, right. It leads to what you call postgraduate diploma, that is what finally it has got excellent salary packages. I have seen over the years that some of the GATE toppers, instead of joining what you call M.Tech in IITs, IISc, they opt this NIT, especially those candidates who have got some interest, curiosity towards the management program. So, for them NIT is one of the best one. It is basically a management course on par with the IIM. If you have minimum 60% of marks, you can apply. The selection is based on your GATE score, right. Then there is a group discussion followed by interview. In fact, if you have any academic and relevant work experience, that is given some weightage. This interview goes very rigorously. If you can prove yourself in this interview group discussion, if you have good GATE score, then you stand good chance to get into this what you call NIT, right. Excellent salary package. So, still the time is available, you can apply those who are interested towards this management course. Here you can see in these slides, we have given some IIT ranking. It is not actually our ranking, I should admit openly. This is based on the NIRF ranking. So, in fact, if you see the website of NIRF, National Institutional Ranking Framework, we have an official website. The Ministry of Human Resources in India, based on certain parameters, it gives this type of ranking to the institutions as well as universities. So, the official ranking given in India, and this is called NIRF ranking. So, this is the ranking what you can see for the different IITs. You can also visit the website of NIRF if you want further details, right. If you want to know further details regarding the ranking of the any particular institution. So, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 ranking all this, and you can see further some of the what you call NITs, old NITs, you can see the ranking. For example, NIT Tiruchirappalli, it has a rank of something 11. It is well ahead of some of the IITs. Excellent NITs also there, you can see the ranking, right. I told you already, friends, the admission in this NITs is through the centralized counseling system, what you call CCMT. And also you can see the other best institutions in India based on the NIRF ranking. You can see Anna University, Jadavpur University, some of the private university like VIT, Vellore, it has got rank of 16. So, you can see the list of those, right. We can't go on read all this one. You can visit the NIRF website to know further details about this one. And you can see one more slide here. This shows you the placement rank of the top institutions. This is again given by what you call NIRF only. Based on the placements, this ranking is assigned for the different institutions. So, while choosing the college, this ranking will help you a lot, That is why I am trying to show you all those. And apart from this, what you call IITs, IISc, NITs, we have other top notch institutions also in India, like see IIIT Hyderabad, one of the best one. You can see Bangalore, Pune, Goa, many IIITs are there. We have BITS Pilani, BITS Hyderabad, BITS Goa campus, and DTU, Delhi Technological University, right, VJT Bombay, one of the best ones, COEP, College of Engineering Pune, and Hyderabad Central University, one of the best one, right, for computer science, etc. We have Anna University, very prestigious one, and Ph.D. Coimbatore, CIT, Coimbatore Institute of Technology, Pondicherry University, like that. There are other popular universities also available. They also give the admissions in the M.Tech program based on the GATE rank. Wherever you join through GATE rank, you become eligible to get a monthly stipend of 12,400 rupees. Then, now let me discuss something about M.Tech versus MS. M.Tech, Master of Technology. MS stands for Master of Science by Research. Let me distinguish between these two. The difference between this M.Tech as well as MS. M.Tech, it is a 2 years program. Totally we have 4 semesters. the first 2 semesters we have what you call academic work only. Per semester you have to study around 6 to 7 subjects, you have some laboratories. So, first 2 semesters purely academic work, you have to study 10 to 12 subjects there. The second 2 semester means second year, you have to spend your time on your project work, that is what M.Tech program. You are sure to complete in a span of 2 years, But if you see this MS, Master of Science by Research, the name itself Master of Science by Research, something like it is a mini Ph.D. Here in the case of MS, the more emphasis will be there on the research work. In the case of M.Tech, more emphasis on the academic work, somewhat less on the project work. In the case of MS, reverse case. You have to study some less number of subjects in the case of MS, but you have to put more amount of work in the research. It is something like a mini Ph.D. This M.Tech takes exactly 2 years of program unless something goes wrong, whereas MS it may take minimum 2.5 years generally. It may take 2.5 years, it may take 3 years, it all depends how seriously you carry out this research work. So, that is why most of the students they opt in IITs the M.Tech program as a first choice. In case they are unable to get M.Tech, then as a second choice they go for what you call MS program. So, given the choice people go for M.Tech only. If you are unable to get M.Tech, then you can try for MS. But both are PG programs, And let me tell you, M.Tech admission is based on the GATE score. Some IITs, one more written test, otherwise personal interview. But in the case of MS, the admission is based on the GATE score plus personal interview. There will be some rigorous personal interview, they test your interest toward the research, they may give some weightage up to your academic work also. Right. If you can show some interest toward the research, then you stand a good chance to get into what you call MS program. You know, in each specialization, in the case of M.Tech, there may be around 10 seats in each specialization. M.Tech 10 seats. In the case of MS, in a specialization in a particular program, you may get only 1 seat or 2 seats only. Yes, 1 or 2 seats, sometimes no vacancy at all. MS. M.Tech admission takes place once in a year, but MS admissions takes place twice a year. Very few candidates will be there in the case of MS. You will be assigned to some guide in the case of MS program. You have to carry research work in the under the guidance of particular professor. That is what M.Tech and then MS. You can check all this through the websites of the IITs, right. So, you need to have some research work from yourself before choosing what you call the best institution, best course. You need to do some homework here. Then similarly, M.Tech plus Ph.D. If you have a good GATE score, we have some integrated program of M.Tech plus Ph.D. You can join for this integrated course M.Tech and continuation of what you call Ph.D. And here there is one more option. After completion of M.Tech, if at all if you do not want to go for Ph.D., you can give option there, you can drop out with M.Tech also. That facility is also there, but this is one of the program M.Tech plus Ph.D. also, this is also available. This MS course and M.Tech plus Ph.D., these two generally available in some IITs and some NITs only, not all. This you have to cross check. And apart from this, I would like to tell something about this M.Tech through self-financing also, nothing but bearing from your pocket. Non-stipend category, you won't get the what you call 12,400 rupees of scholarship if you go through the self-financing scheme. But why I want to tell here is, there are some IITs, there are some NITs which offer M.Tech through self-financing program also. In every specialization, there may be 1 or 2 seats earmarked for this self-financing scheme. Those who can't get good specializations, those who can afford financially, they can try the M.Tech through self-financing scheme also, because after all you will be bearing from your pocket the expenditure, maybe mess expenditure, the tuition fee for only 2 years. If you can get a good specialization, like in the case of electronics, let us say VLSI or microelectronics, communications like this, right. So, if you can get this type of good specializations, even though it is a self-financing scheme, in the IIT campus, you may get good campus placements with what you call multinational companies. Your salary package may range something 20-30 lakhs. It happened earlier, we have seen some cases of that kind. That is why there are some people who can afford financially, they think of joining through self-financing also. Here the competition is somewhat less. That is why even though your ranking is not some encouraging one, you can try this M.Tech self-financing. You may get some admissions easily sometimes, right. Now, let me tell you, in case if you are not qualified in the GATE, but still if you want to pursue some post graduation, so what to do? For that, I tell you, there are some entrance tests in some of the IIITs. For example, you see IIIT Hyderabad, one of the premier IIIT I can say, it conducts its own separate entrance test. Similarly, entrance test you can see for the BITS, Birla Institute of Technology, another premier one, and some states you see Andhra Pradesh, Telangana state, right, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Orissa, all these states conduct again some PG sets. They are meant for what you call M.Tech admissions. But let me tell you, in all these states, first priority is for the GATE qualified candidates. In case a GATE qualified candidate is not available, then that M.Tech leftover admissions are given to this candidates who have got some rank in this what you call PG sets of the states. So, if you want to pursue M.Tech, if you do not want to be idle, these are all opportunities available for you can explore all this. Now, let me tell about this one PMRF scheme, Prime Minister's Research Fellow. This was launched last year, one of the wonderful program, right. The main purpose behind this is to pursue Ph.D. in the top notch institution like IISc, IITs and then IIScrs. Here I have to tell you about the eligibility. The eligibility, if you have a BE, BTech or integrated M.Tech from IISc or IIT or NIT or IIITs, IIScrs or IISc with a minimum CGPA of 8. If you attend interview, if you can perform in the interview, you stand a good chance to get into this what you call research fellowship. Let me tell you friends, if you happen to be from IISc, IIIT, NITs and these IIScrs, you do not have to get qualified in the GATE. No GATE score is required here. Minimum CGPA you have to have 8. Excellent stipends are there. You can see first year per month itself you can get 70,000 is something more than that of a job, right. Such a wonderful monthly stipends are there to encourage what you call the research in this country, right. You can get some grants also to go abroad to present papers, etc. But this year, even though you are not student of IISc or IIT or NIT or IIIT, for other institutions also eligibility is given. That is what you can see here. Other institutions, other university students also can try this program, but they should have a minimum CGPA of 8 and they should have a minimum GATE score of 750, right. For other students, GATE score of 750 minimum is required, but if you happen to be IITN or NIT or IIITN etc., GATE score is not necessary. This is another scheme that you can make use if you have any interest towards what you call the research. So, I would like to give some suggestions here friends. So, first of all, I want to tell you that while selecting the first preference, you need to exercise utmost care appropriate to your what you call GATE score, especially in those IITs where there is a selection procedure based on the GATE score plus written test or interview. They do not call all the students for interview or written test, they call selectively depending upon your first preference, second preference, etc. That is why if rank is not such an encouraging one, do not opt the top notch specializations as the first preference. Then apply liberally as many colleges as possible if you have something low score, because I told you already friends here, there is no centralized counseling here. For every IIT separate you have to put one application. NITs one application you have to put, of course here that is combined one. IIIT separately you have to put applications. State university separately you have to put another application. So centralized counseling is not there. So that is why we do not know exactly in which university you are going to get, which specialization you are going to get there. So that is why what I would like to advise, right? Apply liberally as many colleges as possible, at least preferably 10 colleges you have to apply. If you apply for more number of colleges, you stand a good chance to get good institution of your choice of specialization. That advantage will be there. That is the reason. Of course, it may cost you applying more colleges, but sometimes no, you have to bear this one. Take advice from your seniors, teachers, some known persons who have got some knowledge about this one, who can guide you properly, right. So, if you discuss with others, you will come to know a lot of information. Of course, nowadays everything is available at the click of a button. You can search most of the information through the website, right. Especially if your rank is not such an encouraging one, apply for those courses and those institutions where there is again written test or interview, because you may get one more chance to prove yourself. And then visit the number of websites of premier colleges to get latest information about the M.Tech, and also you have to look the daily newspapers etc. for the notifications. Yes. So, some students ask us, sir, how do you know about the last date of applying, how to apply online, all this? Very simple. Nowadays every institution maintains one website. If you log into the website, if you see the PG admission icon there, it gives you a list of information, whatever you want you can get from the website of the institution. So, the students are advised to visit the websites of the institution to get the details of that one. So, friends, one thing let me tell you here, the content which I have presented so far, it is based on certain information that is obtained from my colleague faculty members, from our previous students, and from some web sources, etc., etc. So, it is not a final, it is not a binding, right, it is up to you. So, I advise the students to take appropriate decision depending upon your personal choice. Whatever I have given, it is only some advice based on our experience. You do not have to follow strictly this one, it is only our suggestion. You are the person to take decision yourself based on certain parameters whatever I have discussed here, right. Thank you, all the best.